Hey guys, it's Matt and Mel from Anime Explain. Make sure you guys drop a like down below and subscribe for more content and videos. Also, make sure to comment so you can determine what direction we go with content next. Thanks and enjoy. Hey guys, it's Mel from Anime Explain. Make sure you hit that sub button if you didn't already, drop a like and a comment down below. So, Matt's at Comic Con today. I'll be doing the explaining. As you know, last time we left off at the end of season 2. I'll be picking up at the beginning of season 3. We will be explaining season 3 in its entirety in up to 5 parts. At the end of each video, we want you guys to drop predictions in the comments and let us know what you think will be happening in the next video. Also, we'll be doing prediction videos based on the comments we receive. Thanks for watching, and here we go. So as you guys know, at the end of season 2, we left off with the guys at some weird mountaintop. Minoru screaming how much he has to pee. Eraserhead totally ignores him and lets them know that he'll be assisted by 2 other pro heroes, the Pussycats. One on the left, Pixie Bob. The one on the right, Mandalay. Deku, being the fanboy he is, automatically recognizes their name. He's in awe that they'll be teaching him. So he goes into this rant like he always does when he's in shock, and he spouts out loud that this is their 12th year as pro heroes. Pixie Bob gets upset and punches him in the face, in a joking way at least. She's just upset that, he exposed their age. Women hate their age being exposed. She lets him know they're 18 at heart. Mandalay then lets everyone know they own this entire area, the entire mountain area. And that their lodge is at the base of the mountain that you see in the far. The students are in awe. They can't believe that it's so far. They don't understand why they were being stopped halfway. That's what Mandalay explains. It's 9:30 a.m. You guys should get there around 12. But if you aren't there by 12:30, you won't be getting any lunch. The kids are shocked. Some of them upset. They try to rush back to the bus. And that's when they let them know that their training camp has already begun. Pixie Bob grabs the ground, which is probably one of her courts. She's strong. She rips the earth from below them and throws them off the mountaintop that they're already on. As they're falling to the bottom, Mandalay explains to them that they can use their courts all they like on the private land, but they have to do it within the 2 hours. They have to make it through the forest of devil beasts. That name alone puts fear in all of the kids' hearts, except Minoru, who has his mind set on relieving himself because he has to pee. That is until he runs into a devil beast himself. Yes, he pees on himself. I mean, look at this thing. It looks terrifying. Koda tries to use his quirk, creature voice, which we know allows him to talk to animals and bugs. They notice, at least Deku notices, his quirk isn't working. He's about to be attacked. And that's when they see this thing is made of earth. It's made of the ground. While they're off fighting their way through this forest, we see a side conversation, an important one, going on between Pixie Bob and Eraserhead, where she thinks it's unfair that he's putting them through such a tough challenge. He lets them know that normally they would come here for training at the beginning of their sophomore year anyway, but they're doing it a little ahead of time because of the attack on the school early in the year and the chance encounter Deku had at the mall with Tomoru. He just wants them to get restricted scope license so they can use their courts during times of emergency. Because, as we know, they were almost punished after the Stain case. End of the chapter, we see the four main heroes bursting through, killing devil beasts, just breaking them into little bits of earth. This picture is very important because it lets us know the four-way rivalry between these four. Also, it lets us know that there's two-way rivalries going on, as we see Deku and Kacchan on the right, and Ida and Shouta on the left. This rivalry will be very important between the four of these guys to see who will be the number one hero out of the Class A graduates when they do graduate. Moving on, almost 8 hours later to be exact, they finally make it where they're greeted by the three pro heroes. Leading the pack, of course, are four main heroes, not too far behind the rest of Class A. Obviously, they didn't make the 12:30 lunchtime deadline, so they're here thinking they're gonna die of hunger. They say, why would you tell us 2 hours? Mandalay lets them know, my bad. For us, 2 hours is normal. The students all are upset because they think that they just want to brag about how superior they are to them. But Pixie Bob says, no, stop it. You guys honestly made it in a better time than I thought you would. And you killed my devil beast, a lot easier than I expected. You guys are special. Especially you four. Our main four heroes, of course. She asked them, is this from experience? As obviously they were in the hero killer, Stain situation, where all three of them almost lost their lives. But somehow they miraculously survived. So, Pixie Bob tries to claim one of them. She wants one of them to be her sidekick. Eraserhead and Mandalay go on to have a conversation about how soft she got. That's when Deku asks, is this someone's kid? Pixie Bob then slaps him. That's when Mandalay lets him know, no, he's my nephew. Midoriya, Deku, goes up and tries to introduce himself when he's punched in the crotch. That sends Ida into a rage. Ida doesn't understand what's going on. Why did you punch Midoriya in the crotch? And he lets everyone know, I've got no intention of hanging with some dumb gang of hero wannabes. Eraserhead tells him to stop. Get to your room. Dinner's waiting for them, where they're greeted by a wonderful feast. I mean, they have everything, as Ida says. Fish, meat, veggies, everything. While they inhale his food, they're all so just happy that they finally got their well-deserved meal. And Deku, he realizes that Kauta isn't eating, he's working, which makes him very interested in this kid. After dinner, these guys go and get in the pool. I mean, Deku did almost die for a new bathing suit, right? That's what Minoru, his perverted self, tries to climb over the wall where Ida tells him to stop. He uses his cork sticky balls to climb the wall to see the other side where the women are. He's met by Kauta. Kauta doesn't agree with pervertedness. So he pushes him off and tells him, if you really want to be a hero, you got a long way to go, guy. All the women thank him. When he turns around, he sees a few women butt naked. That makes him think. He's never seen a woman body like that before. That's when Deku uses the 5% that he's available to use to save him. He almost hit the ground and passed out. He for sure would have died. The impact on his skull would have crushed his little brain. After Midoriya takes him back home, where he's resting, still in shock from seeing just a naked woman for the first time, Deku asks the question, why does he have a negative attitude towards heroes? Mandalay lets him know, he wasn't brought up in a normal household. But not everyone in the world thinks highly of heroes anyway. Some people don't like them. Deku doesn't understand a normal home. He just can't understand why anyone wouldn't like a hero, because he's a fanboy. So, Pixie Bob explains what happens. Mandalay's cousin, Calta's parents, they were heroes, but they died in the line of duty. That's when Deku's shot. 2 years ago, they were protecting a town from a villain. And she lets him know that no one's last moment could have been finer. They died with honor. But to a kid, their parents are their whole world. So he's just upset that he's left all alone with no parents. And everyone else keeps applauding his parents' death, pretty much, because they died in the line of duty. So everyone's proud of them. He doesn't want that. He wants his parents back. Deku still kind of doesn't understand what's going on, but he understands the kid a little more, which makes him a little forgiving for him punching him in the crotch. The next day, they're woken up at 5 a.m. And that's when Eraserhead lets them know the true start of their boot camp is today. The goal is to toughen up enough to acquire a provisional license. He lets them know that villains are growing more and more in number by the day. So, he wants to test everyone. We'll begin with the same thing that we began with the last time. Pitch this book, Bakugo. Bakugo, extremely proud of himself, as always. Think he's gonna kill this test. Last time, he did a great job. He's grown in physical strength since then, so why wouldn't he? When he throws the ball, everyone, even me, thought he killed it. But really, he was only 4.4 meters better than this last time. And that's when he lets them know that yes, in this 3 months, you've grown a lot in technique and in everything. Physical, stamina. You've grown in every way. What you will be learning is how to extend your quirks. That's the end of the video. We'll be picking up from here next time, where I'll be explaining what happens when they extend their quirks and how they exactly extend their quirks. Make sure you hit that sub button. Also, drop a comment down below on your predictions on what extending quirks mean. How do you extend quirks? What is extending a quirk? Thanks again for watching. We're out.